welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine. It does change like quite a lot depending on the season, but this has been like my look that I've been doing recently. So I figured I would show you guys because some people have been asking for it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I do is obviously do my skincare. I did that already, but I cleanse my skin with the CeraVe, like it's one of their cleansers. I'll put the picture up on the screen. Then I use the Drunk Elephant whipped cream moisturizer. I like it, but it's a bit thick for my liking, so sometimes I only use the Drunk Elephant Hydra serum, and that's pretty much it for like my skincare in the morning. So now we're gonna move on to the actual makeup. First, I'm gonna put some clips in my hair just so that it's not like in the way when I do my makeup. I have these clips. I've had these for so long, so I have no idea where they're from. There's some really cute clips on Amazon you can probably use. I find these super useful, and the first thing that I do is put on some sunscreen. So I like the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. I never used to put on sunscreen, which is so bad. I have been getting into it the past couple months, and I really like the sunscreen because it doesn't feel like it feels like one of those primers, like the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. It feels exactly like that. And then I use the Rare Beauty primer. This is the pore diffusing primer. I got like a smaller size of this one just because I wasn't sure how I would like it. I've been really liking it, but it's more of like a gel than I expected, but I actually don't mind that. It makes like my makeup look more dewy, just more natural than the primers I used before. So I really like this one, but this is like the mini size, so if you want to try it out, then this is a really good option. And then I go in with like foundation, I guess, but this is the Hollywood Flawless Primer. It's actually like not a foundation, it's supposed to be like a primer, but I like this because it has super light coverage, obviously. So keep in mind this isn't my color right now because I haven't like fake tanned in a while, so it's a lot darker than my skin tone right now. But since it is so like such light coverage, you can't really tell, which is really nice because with regular foundations, like you can really tell when your foundation doesn't match, but with this one, like as long as you blend it out, it's fine. And then I just blend it out with a beauty blender, and then I use the Rare Beauty concealer. I really like this one. Put this basically wherever I have blemishes and a little bit under my eyes. Just blend it in. And then I also kind of put the excess of concealer on my eyelid. I am using the Chanel like bronzing cream. It is this one, and this is in the shade 390, and I use just one of these like blending brush. I have no idea where this is from, but I use like the thicker side, and I get a tiny bit of it because, as I said, I'm not tanned right now, so it is a bit dark for me right now, but when I am tan, it's like the perfect shade. So I just put it on like my hairline on my forehead and where my contour would go, and like tap it in. And then I use the Rare Beauty liquid blush. This is in the shade Bliss. I had like a super bright shade before. I had to put like so little of it and it would just be super bright, so this one definitely matches better, and I blend it with like the end of my beauty blender. So then I'm gonna use this huge fluffy brush. Once again, I have no idea where this is from. I use the Laura Mercier setting powder, and I kind of go all over my face with this and just set my like foundation and concealer. Now I'm gonna move on to my eyebrows. I barely do anything to my eyebrows because my eyebrows, they're pretty full and they are pretty thick, so I really just brushed them out with a spoolie, and then I put some clear brow gel. This is the Anastasia. I don't know if you can see, but I'll put a picture of it on the screen. I just put a bit in my eyebrows. I really like this one, so yeah, it just sets my eyebrows in place. And now I'm gonna move on to eyeshadow. So for eyeshadow, I'm using right now the Pretty Basic Tarte palette, but I'm almost through with it because I use like very specific colors and I'm almost out of these colors. So first I use the shade Basic right here. It's actually a bronzer, so sometimes when I don't want to bring my palette, I just use my powder bronzer and put it all over my eyes and in the crease, just so that it's like barely darker and just so that it gives like a bit of definition to my face. And then I use like an angled brush this, and I'm gonna use the shade Chloe, which is this dark brown right here. Any like dark brown color works because I like to kind of draw where eyeliner would go, and then I put a tiny bit on like my waterline, and then I just use the shade Pretty right here, which is like a highlighter. So once again, if I didn't have this palette, I would just use like a regular highlighter, obviously. And I put this in my inner corner and under my brows. That is it for eyeshadow. It's really simple. And now I'm gonna do mascara, so I'm just gonna use any eyelash curler. This one is Wet n Wild, but this isn't the best one I've ever used. I like the Tweezerman one, and I have like pretty long eyelashes. They're just super straight, so if I don't curl them, then I just look like I have super short eyelashes. So I just go a couple seconds on each eye, and then I use the Lash Sensational by Maybelline. This is probably like my favorite drugstore mascara. I would definitely recommend this if you want to go for like a cheaper option, because it's really good. Then I do like the tiniest bit on my bottom lashes, and then I go in with the Rare Beauty, I don't know what mascara, I think they only have one, so, and I put like the tiniest coat over it just to kind of make them fuller a little bit, because I feel like the Maybelline one makes them super long and this one kind of thickens my lashes. So, and I'm almost done, so I'm just gonna go in now with my Charlotte Tilbury. It's called the Airbrush Bronzer in number 2 medium. I've had this for a little bit too, like I've used a lot of it, and I just kind of swirled the same brush I had earlier, put it in the same areas as my cream bronzer. And then I use this brush. This is from Morphe. It's like a thicker highlighter brush, and I kind of define my nose like a tiny bit. Then for my blush, I kind of go back and forth right now. I like this NARS one. What one is this? This is the Torrid blush. This one is a new one, so. And the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blush in Ecstasy. This one I've definitely used a lot. This one is really pigmented, so I like barely touch it to my face, because with the Rare Beauty blush underneath can become a bit too much. And then I use this Morphe brush as well. Once again, for highlighter, I'm kind of going back and forth between two. I either use this Dior highlighter palette. I usually use either the gold one or the white one, but I think right now I'm gonna use in this Charlotte Tilbury Beautifying Face palette. I just got it. It has like a 2 blushes and 2 highlighters, so I think I'm going to use number 2 right here, which is called Super Glow. And then on the tip of my nose, like I don't put it all the way down, like there's this part that doesn't have highlighter, just to kind of create the like button nose, I guess, effect. And then I use the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And then on my lips, I don't really like wear any kind of lipstick or anything. I've been liking lip oils right now. This one is the cherry one, and that is pretty much it for my makeup. This is what I do every day. Because I was like talking and explaining through it, it took me a little bit longer than it usually would, but to be honest, I usually do this in like 10 minutes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do like get ready with me whenever I'm going out to like a dinner or something more fancy where I do a different look. Yeah, comment down below if you want that, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.